Fuck it. Call back later. I don't even think the office is open or whatever. I don't even know how that shit works. It's so intimidating. I just, I feel like if I just had a little windfall and didn't have such, wasn't so vulnerable and everything, that I could actually like get ahead and provide, like contribute to society. I've got music and art and performance. I can perform, create, produce. It's just, it's so hard to be creative and to, it's so hard to be creative when you're on survival mode. Also, like everything that I'm capable of doing, like my equipment was stolen, so I can't do that. And I just bought this van with loans, and I've had it for 3 days and it's about to break down. The check engine light's on, the cruise control never worked. It's got two massive leaks, oil and water. I mean, it's not even leaking anymore, so now the check engine light's on, and the windows aren't even tinted. Like I told him what I wanted, and I said I need everything to work, and my budget was like $2,000 to 2,500. He sold me this one for $29.99, but then okay. So first he said $500 to $800 could get me a $2,000 to $2,500 car, but then I bring $1,400 in for a $29.99 car, and he says that it's not enough because it ends up being over $4,000 with the taxes or something. I have no idea. So now instead of a $3,000 car, he's calling it a $4,000 car, and then I'm supposed to bring half of 4,000. So then he doesn't fix the windshield. The doors don't open consistently and close. I need to have the key to open the back hatch, which is very inconvenient because that means I have to open it with two hands, and usually when I'm in the back hatch, I barely have one hand, and my left hand's messed up. I feel like he totally took advantage of my situation because I had to buy a vehicle hastily because I didn't have anywhere for the dogs and me to go when I moved the bus out of the parking lot, and they knew it. It's like, look at all their. I'm at the dealership right now. All their cars are like broke down and shit. So I don't know. If they don't, if they think this is acceptable and they want me to give them $200 in 10 days, um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to at least put them on blast, but I'm thinking I might have to sue them. I don't even know how. Like, what are the like? It's sold as is, so I don't even think after like 3 days I can bring it back and get my money back, because that would be awesome. If I could just get my money back right now, I would just get a rental car, put the dogs in it, pay the extra fee and for dog hair being in it, and fucking go stay, I don't know, like give somebody like way too much money for a place to stay. That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like my situation is vulnerable and people are taking advantage of it, and it's scary and it sucks. I was working for guys for 25 bucks an hour, but they were totally giving me human trafficking vibes, and I can't do it. I was gonna get $600 this week from them, and then I was just gonna buy a car for like $1,200, 600 from last week, 600 from this week. But I can't work for those guys. If the bus didn't break down, then I wasn't gonna be so vulnerable. But like the bus being broken down in a parking lot that I couldn't stay in. So I need a new phone so I could do more content, because I really do feel like if I could go on Live Me or all the apps that I go live on, um, and talk and share my music and like connect with people and create a community like I do, that I could raise money and like be a content creator like part time, like where it actually pays. I say part time because I still want to make music and things like that. Um, I don't know. I'm like the money that was like borrowed for that I was lent this week. I really appreciate. I feel like I did the wrong thing with it by getting this van because I was in a vulnerable position and I had to get a vehicle hastily because I needed a vehicle or a place, and no places were opening up. Nobody's gonna rent to me in my name. I mean, as far as I know, this is just such bullshit, dude. Like, the reason I even started hating on credit is because before I even turned 18, and I didn't learn about it until after I got my first place when I was 18, somebody ruined my credit right before I could even build my own credit. So I was just like, fuck it. What's credit done for me? So I'm sitting at the dealership because I don't feel like the car can drive anywhere. I don't even have napkin. I can't even afford. I don't even have fucking paper towels to like look at the oil and wipe the thing off. So they're gonna have to help me with that. I don't have oil to dump in it. I don't. It's totally irresponsible to drive around with a vehicle with oil just spilling out of it, anyways. And it's like fucked up that they think it's okay to sell a car to me like that. I've got insurance, so if I can get out from underneath this car and get a different vehicle that works, that would be a godsend right now. Or if I could get my money back and take the money and go get a rental car and move the dogs into a place for a week, because I just now got a place opened up for a week while I was on live with you. Like, I haven't seen this person in over 20 years. We were never close. Um, we run in completely different circles. He's aware of my dogs. I have a job interview on Tuesday, which I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to do. I know I can do the work, but like every day, day in and day out, I'm worried that my body's going to crumble. Also, I'm worried that the fucking car isn't even going to get me there. It's from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And even if, so I was talking about it earlier, like, even if I can do it, can my dog sit in the house for 10 hours while I'm gone? And then doing that, it's like I'll finally have some money, but I won't be able to do anything else. Like, I'll be able to buy a new phone, but when will I be able to make content? Oh, so I really want to. The other things that I know I can do is teach stretching, which costs money to get certified and time. But I was thinking, like, if I had a safe place to operate out of, then I can teach the stretching. I can get money from my friends that want to um like be vetted in as like, you can come to class whenever or whatever, and like collect money from like 10 people, $40 each. That would get me and then I can that would get me enough money to get certified for level 1. And I can teach them, like, those 10 people be like um my OGs, that whenever new stuff comes out, whenever I have anything that, like, I can give them free stretching, instructions, and when I get to new levels of instruction, like let them be the first to try it, or um, have classes for free and stuff like that, because I'm gonna need to do it 4 times. It's like $300 to get the curriculum, and then like another 65 to test out, and that's level one. And then level two, the same, three and then four. And level one, if I do it all like just boom, boom, boom in time, I could be done with that in 1 month. And then level two, three, and four, between levels one and four, if I just consistently go for it in a year, I would be a level four certified instructor where I can be charging up to $200 an hour for one-on-one private sessions. I could work at corporate, teach stretching at corporate offices. I could give away the stretching classes to people that most need it, that are carrying around their backpacks, that are sleeping on cardboard boxes, and and sleeping mats outside and stuff like that, or on concrete. I already do give stretching instructions to people, to other vulnerable people. But I'm just so tired of being vulnerable, and I know that I have a lot to give. I just need safe place, a good working phone, and transportation that works. Then I could go from there. Like, I'm trying to get some dental work done on my teeth that need it. Um, I'm trying, so that way I feel more confident singing and stuff like that. But for now, I'll just sing like "Don't Look at Me," and I'll sing just fine. Um, I don't know. This is it's scary. And like, I swear this did not look like this when I first looked in here. So all the way from, like, what are these staples? Really? Like, the whole thing is like puffing down, and that's just one thing that's not even like important. What's important is the fucking check engine light is on, the cruise control doesn't work. But more importantly than the cruise control, that is important, because my knee, I actually require, this is what I'm saying. It's like, I have certain things that I need in my vehicle to work. The air conditioning doesn't work. There's a massive oil leak, and there's a massive water leak. And now the check engine light is on, probably because it's out of fluids. This isn't cool. It's not right. You shouldn't do this to people. They're taking advantage of vulnerable people. I thought this place was cool. And they try to accuse me of running off with one of their cars. And I'm like, no, I never ran off with any of your cars. Ever. No. I Only one car did I not pay for. And that's the car that, when I gave them the money, I was under duress and crying, saying, I can't do this. And they forced me to sign the paperwork and to give them the money. So yeah, that car I abandoned when it broke down. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Broke down 6 months after I got it. This one, not even 6 days, not even 3 days, and it's like not working. And those guys that I was working for, they're like still trying. Oh, it's 25 an hour, Kim. Come on, we'll pay you. Yeah, $25 an hour. You're disrespecting me. I don't want any money for you to disrespect me. I'm sorry. No, you're not. I'm not taking it. I'm not exchanging your disrespect for cash. Like, disrespecting my friendship, I guess. My relationship with the guy that I like, and like saying like he should be doing this, he should be doing that. Like, no, no. Mm-mm. See, they're trying, and that wasn't even about him. That was about them trying to get in my head, thinking that I need somebody to take care of me. And it's like, no, I could take care of myself if I just have a little bit of support right now. I got kicked out of my place after my mom died. So I took the bus. The bus broke down. I borrowed money from very kind friends and got some donations from strangers. The bus was broken down in a bad spot, so I hastily bought this car. So now I have this broke down vehicle, and I'm at the dealership wondering, what the fuck are they gonna do? Throw the paperwork in my face and say, as is, get out of here? Because if that's how they are, then I will figure out a way I will just eat the money and fucking give them the car back. Money comes and goes, but I cannot be in a vehicle that doesn't work and be in an even more vulnerable position. Luckily, thankfully, somebody opened up their house to me, but it's 2 towns over from where I live, so it's very far away from my bus, which has all of my stuff in it. And if the car's not reliable, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Plus, it's like 2 or 3 towns over from where the job position that I'm applying for. So if the place is opened up but the van doesn't work, then I still can't work. This is bullshit. And I feel like I made this hasty decision with the van because the bus was broken down, and I was vulnerable, and I had buying power, and instead of like being able to shop around like I should be able to, like a normal person, to, like, oh, I have $1,400 for a car, let me see what more I can get, let me see like what's out there, let me have a mechanic look at it, let me, you got to pay $50 every time you want somebody to look at a car. I didn't even have $50 to give somebody to look at this car. I'm fucked, dude. And the next day, then the check engine light come on, and they're like, oh, it's just something. And they're just like, they're just slimy, smooth talking fucks, dude. Fuck this. I need to be in, oh yeah, here's one of the guys that works here right now. I need to be in a new vehicle that's covered. Let's see what he says. He says nothing. Doesn't even acknowledge me. I know you fucking see me here in my untinted windows. Oh, now that the sun is shining, the glare off of that car is really bad. Ow. Like, did you park that there on purpose? Oh, fuck. Who's here? Hi, I'm blind by the fucking glare on that car. It says they're open, but they're not supposed to open till 9. I don't know. The sun is over here and the glare is over there, so maybe that's not bad. Hopefully my phone's charging. I don't know. Like, the van's cute if it fucking worked. And it's worth $4,000. If it fucking worked. For $1,400? I mean, yeah, I guess. But they want me to give them another $2,600. And they didn't even fix the window, and they won't tint the windows, and it doesn't have a tow package. This is bullshit. I still have to come up with $250 just to get a tow package. So how am I going to tow my camper? Like, I told him what I needed, and it's like he didn't take me seriously what I needed, but he fucking sure as fuck took my money. All of it. All of it. I have nothing. I don't even have money for oil or fucking napkins, dude. And I shouldn't have to put oil in it right now. And my friend where my bus is, he's trying to be my friend. I don't know, this guy, the storage guy, like, he knows I'm in a vulnerable position, and he's just like, oh, hey, you smoke weed, I'll help you out, and stuff. And it's like, I'm not really, like, trying to hang out and shit right now. I'm trying to fucking get my shit together. And he seems nice enough. Like, he's, letting me, of course, I got access to the bus during the day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. But then I have to sleep in the van, but I can't fucking sleep in it if it's broken, if it's not working. And what am I gonna do? Park it outside of the storage unit and just leave the van parked there and then just sleep in it? Like, come on, man. I I I need a place. I need a car that works. And I need a phone that fucking works. If it was just me, I wouldn't care because I can fucking survive. Like, but I have a senior dog and another dog. I mean, I have all of my stuff in the bus. I have my stuff in the camper. Like, now I gotta come up with like $300, over like $315 a month for this car that doesn't work. I would happily pay for that. I would happily pay for it, insurance and car payments, if it fucking worked. And it's just like, it's so upsetting because these people knew exactly what they were doing. Because sitting there accusing me of stealing a car and then fucking selling me this car fucked up. Yeah. They did that on purpose. They probably think it's funny. Like the time when I needed an apartment and I signed my lease, and then I'm still in the office right after I signed the lease. The apartment manager and the assistant manager and the head maintenance guy and the head maid, there are four of them. At least two out of all four of them pointed as all four of them laughed. So we got people laughing, pointing and laughing at me, telling me that I have a roach problem. Like I'm some nasty person. Like I've never even seen the apartment. See, that's when I learned. See, you can't be fucking renting apartments based on what they tell you it looks like on the blueprints. You got to go inside of it and see it and inspect it. And that's what I did with this car. I didn't fucking look. It's like all of these staples are coming off. So now I'm going to have like little staples fucking getting on my dogs and me. This is bullshit, dude. People should not be taking advantage of people that are vulnerable. It's so wrong. And that's why I find myself here. I refuse to take the fucking vaccination. I refuse, and I feel bad for people that had to make that hard decision to take it, that didn't want to, just so they could keep their job and their livelihood. To tell me to work at Walmart is like to tell me you don't know me at all. Okay? Because like I wouldn't even want to sell my stuff at Walmart, my goods, because the way that they treat small businesses is bullshit. To tell me to work at Amazon is also to tell me you don't fucking know me, because Amazon is dangerous and doesn't care about their workers at all. I know what I know what I'm okay with. Teaching people how to stretch, running shows and karaoke, which I'm not even doing because of the pandemic. Because I don't want to pass a microphone to somebody and them or their loved ones get sick because they wanted to have a good time and I needed $200. I'll do private shows though. I'll do private shows which pay a lot more. I'll do private events because I just don't feel comfortable creating events right now. I just don't. I don't want to bartend because I don't want to sell drugs I don't want to sell alcohol. I can bartend. See, that's the thing, is like I have all these skills. That's why I applied for the produce company, because I'm okay with that. Even the legal cannabis, I'm not even sure I'm okay with that, because I don't like what it's done to small farms. I'm highly qualified for it, but it's against my philosophies, and I'm gonna have to do some mental gymnastics to if I do get that job offered, to accept it and start working there. because I'm going to have to do some mental gymnastics and living in cognitive dissonance just so I can make a few bucks. And I feel like this is how society is. Like, we're all just living in cognitive dissonance. We're all just expected to um just do things that just to compromise our values. Like, what's the point of values? You're expected to just compromise them so that way you could take care of your family. But what are you showing your family? How is that taking care of yourself? What about your soul? What about your spirits? Yeah, that guy just totally walked away and acted like I wasn't here. They allegedly they're open in 15 minutes. So when I'm quiet, a lot of times I'm thinking about my mom. I need I do need a man or a best friend. I would like my man to be my best friend. To like kind of like stop me from doing stupid things. Um like not to take care of me financially. Um because that feels like it would just be like an exchange that I'm not comfortable with. Um but I do need a man. I need a man to touch me and love me and give me affection and to like look out for me and be like, "Hey, you're doing that? Are you sure?" You know? Um or also because I do put myself out there and like I get to just be like, "No, I got a man. I got a man. I don't need your advances or whatever." Just to know that I have that security of somebody to come home to and like have a home with that's taking care of themselves. I'm taking care of them and I'm taking care of myself and they're looking out for me. And somebody was like, "Oh, well, is that should that you shouldn't even be thinking about that right now because your position." And it's like, "Why? Why? Why shouldn't I be thinking about something that is weighs so heavy on my heart all the time, which is like I want to produce, I want to have a safe, cute home. I want to be able to get around transportation, ride my bike, drive, and I want a husband eventually. You know, like I want a boyfriend. I used to think I want a partner, but I had a very unique relationship with Kenny, and he was my partner, my housemate. I rented a room from him. We kept our finances separate, but we were each other's world. We both had our own vehicles that we drove. Um, but we also ran our business together. We um, did a lot of things together. And then when we would separate and come back, we would have like new stories to tell each other. But that kind of partnership is not easy to come by. And it wasn't necessarily codependent. It was so I don't want codependency. I would like to be independent, but also like enmeshed in a relationship. And why shouldn't I think about that? Because because I'm I work hard every day at my situation. Yesterday I actually took a break, but I really needed it. I don't know. Let's see what they have to say, in 11 minutes when they open. I shouldn't have given them my money. I should have just come back the next day and thought about it, because I gave them $500 as a good faith, but I shouldn't have. I should have just been like, okay, I'll come back tomorrow with the money, and then slept on it and thought about it, and then come back and looked at it again. Because after I gave them the money, then they called me up and were like, oh, you ran off with the car. It's like, no, I didn't. No, that's not how. That's not what went down. I need to figure out what I'm going to say to them. Like, they said that if I have problems with oil burning off to come back. Well, I'm having problems with oil leaking, so I came back. And to let them know, like, the cruise control never worked. Everything doesn't work. So, and what's up with these fucking staples that are gonna fall out and of this and fucking fall onto my dogs? It's bullshit. There's Michelle. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say. Try not to complain. See if they'll work with me. I sure as fuck took my money, so.